Good afternoon, everyone. I want to we're going to go ahead and begin today's State Bar Oversight hearing. I want to thank everyone for joining us this afternoon to focus on the State Bar of California and how the agency can rebuild the public's trust in the wake of recent scandals. For as long as I've served on this committee, the State Bar has presented the legislature with serious issues that have needed to be addressed. And in the past 10 years, the legislature has seen the State Bar do the following: unceremoniously terminate a former executive director for improperly using bar resources, secure loans for building improvements using future member dues as collateral, fight the legislature's attempts to split regulatory and advocacy functions of the organization, erroneously release bar exam subjects to the public, consistently be unable to clarify and justify its budgeting practices to the legislature, increased executive compensation by 45%, and most importantly, grown its backlog of discipline matters despite a substantial increase in licensing revenue. Legislative inquiries and complaints into these matters have frequently been met with comments that it's a new bar, and the staff responsible for these mistakes are no longer here. And the committee has certainly listened to those explanations, but nonetheless, such hope and optimism were dashed when it came to light that prominent trial attorney Tom Girardi had inappropriately used his connections to state bar leaders to avoid discipline for corruption, including embezzling millions of dollars from his clients. In fact, as we learned from a recent investigation, decades of complaints against Mr. Girardi went unheeded by the state bar, while state bar employees were taking gifts, free travel, and money from Mr. Girardi. This corruption, which has meticulously been brought to light by major media outlets and the State Bar's own outside investigator, has once again shattered public trust in the agency, which brings us to today's hearing. As the Legislative Policy Committees charged with overseeing the State Bar, we look to accomplish several goals this afternoon. First, we must understand how the State Bar permitted corruption to infect its discipline system and taint high-level employees. Second, we are going to hear what steps the State Bar is taking to remedy the discipline system to ensure this never happens again. And finally, we will study potential reforms to the State Bar of California to ensure the agency acts as an effective regulator that all Californians can trust. It's my hope that by the end of this hearing, both committees will have a roadmap for reforming the State Bar that may be potentially included in the 2023 annual fee bill, SB 221. I'd like to thank my colleagues for their participation today and now invite my counterpart, Senator Tom Umberg, to also make his opening comment.